Have you ever tried to run away from God? One man did, and it didn't end well. His name was Jonah, and his story is one of the most dramatic in the entire Bible. Jonah was a prophet in Israel during the reign of King Jeroboam II. One day, God spoke to him with a clear command: "Go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it." But there was a problem. Nineveh was the capital of Assyria, Israel's brutal enemy. The Assyrians were known for their cruelty and violence. They had terrorized Israel for generations. Jonah didn't want them to receive mercy. He wanted them destroyed, so Jonah did something shocking. He ran in the opposite direction. He went down to the port city of Joppa and found a ship heading to Tarshish, as far from Nineveh as possible. Jonah paid the fare, went aboard, and tried to escape from the presence of the Lord. But you cannot hide from God. As the ship sailed out to sea, the Lord sent a violent storm. The wind howled, the waves towered. The ship was about to break apart. The terrified sailors cried out to their gods and threw cargo overboard to lighten the ship. Meanwhile, Jonah was below deck, fast asleep in the middle of the chaos. The captain found him and shouted, "How can you sleep? Get up and call on your God. Maybe he will save us." The sailors cast lots to find out who was responsible for the disaster. The lot fell on Jonah. "Who are you?" they demanded. "What have you done?" Jonah confessed, "I am a Hebrew, and I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the land. I am running from him." The sailors were terrified. "What should we do to stop this storm?" they asked. Jonah answered, "Throw me into the sea, and it will become calm. I know it's my fault this storm has come upon you." At first, the sailors refused. They tried desperately to row back to land, but the storm only grew worse. Finally, they had no choice. They picked up Jonah and threw him overboard into the raging sea. The moment Jonah hit the water, the storm stopped. The sea became perfectly calm. The sailors were amazed. They offered sacrifices to the Lord and made vows to serve him. But what about Jonah? He was sinking into the depths of the Mediterranean, certain he would drown. Then God provided a great fish to swallow Jonah. He was inside the fish for 3 days and 3 nights, in the darkness of that fish's belly, surrounded by seaweed and the unknown. Jonah finally prayed. He cried out, "In my distress I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From deep in the grave I called for help, and you listened." Jonah realized that salvation comes from the Lord alone. He promised to fulfill his vows. After 3 days, God commanded the fish, and it vomited Jonah onto dry land. The word of the Lord came to Jonah a second time. "Go to Nineveh and proclaim the message I give you." This time, Jonah obeyed. He went to Nineveh and preached God's message of judgment and hope. And here's the miracle. The entire city repented. From the king to the common people, they turned to God. Jonah learned that you cannot run from God's calling, and God's mercy is bigger than we can imagine, even for our enemies.